Oh, well, look at that. Oh, so okay, so Game Show is actually updated, and so now instead of red, they actually have green and yellow. So it looks like that is working. So let's.
The only possible status before was failure.
It is definitely working because I hear my voice coming through on a different screen.
Oh, they are commenting on ads showing up. So.
Yep, we are ready to go. We're
Cool,
usually
cool.
late. Today we're early.
We're making up for last time.
Exactly. Did I get my email notification yet? I did! Handelabra Games just went live. So we can shoot the S-H-I-T, shoot the breeze, a little early this week. We can burn some of this early time. We can talk about E3. I saw some people are talking about E3. So I'm glad that you all have joined us for the Handelabra E3 press conference.
That's right.
That's a shout out for
We're
Night
going
of
to
the
be announcing our new console.
Yes, Night of the Frozen Lands. It's yeah, who is it that said that I was going to start with it was Night of the Frozen Lands. Starting with a press conference. Yeah, so we're releasing Sentinels of the Multiverse 1.9.5, which is a new console version that is not.
No, it's not a console version. It's a console.
It's a
that
console
only plays Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Exactly right. It is a specific console. It's hard. We're getting into the hardware business, and
Yeah.
we're releasing a console.
It will have physical, digital physical cards with optional sleeves.
You have to buy another per console for each card. No, for each deck, I think is actually probably more fair.
Yeah, well, each deck is like a little like playing card sized electronic device, and you have cards which are also like credit card sized electronic devices that you place on top of that deck to charge that card up with the card.
Exactly.
Obviously. And then there's sleeves.
And we
for
think
those.
you guys are going to be really excited about it. So yes, I know some people are talking about some E3 stuff. I know probably the most exciting thing for me from E3. I have to admit I have not been following E3 as closely as I probably could be. I did watch the Legend of Zelda. Is it Breath of the Wind? Wind of the Breath? Something today, which looked pretty cool. I'm a sucker for a new Zelda game. Nintendo really knows what's going on because like I will buy a console just to play a Zelda game. And that is totally a thing. I actually had Jean-Marc. This is a fun little Handelabra behind the scenes story. I had Jean-Marc buy me a Canadian version of the 3DS version of, not Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, because I couldn't find it here in Cleveland, and so I had him get me the Canadian version and ship it to me. Because
No, didn't I brought it to you?
And you yeah, that's right. You brought it to me at was it at PAX or Gen Con or
at Gen Con or something.
Gen Con? Yeah. Because
Made its way across the country by me.
Yeah, basically, I bought my daughter a 2DS. That was like her Christmas present one year. And I was like, man, I really want to play some of these games. So I bought myself a 3DS. And then I was like, I hear there's a 3DS version of Ocarina of Time. And so I went ahead and got myself that. Via Jean-Marc, via John. So yes, it was one of those things. And it was exactly what I expected it to be, playing Ocarina of Time on tiny little double screens instead of my big screen. But yeah, so that new Zelda game looks good. There was a teaser out for a new God of War game, which looks interesting. And there's a teaser out for the next Mass Effect game, which looks interesting as well.
Oh, are they like continuing the story or doing a sort of retrospective type thing?
Well, so the new one is called Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's basically like they leave the Milky Way to go to the Andromeda galaxy, and that's all I've gleaned from the trailer that they've released so far.
And when they get there, wah, wah, Reapers are coming.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is. It was interesting. It was like a pseudo behind-the-scenes / trailer thing where they had some of the devs talking about some of the new, like, you'll be able to do anything in the world, that kind of stuff. So,
yeah. Well, speaking of crazy science fiction, we just finished the 2-part season finale of Battlestar Galactica Season 3.
Haha.
OMG. Lots of stuff happened.
You are roboting a bit, so I don't know if it's worth it to switch
that seems
over.
Appropriate. Oh.
Yep. You are the fifth Cylon.
What? All right. Let me see how much data I have left, and if I should tether, or if I should just.
What if I called you instead of you calling me? I know that's like voodoo. That's probably not real.
That's not a thing.
It's not really a thing, but let's try it anyway.
All right. You call me back.
All right.
Maybe this time the operator will connect us on a cleaner line.
Nope, you're definitely still roboting.
All right, I will call you back in a minute.
All right. So John's going to come back, and they are asking, so now that all of Season 1 is out, who is my favorite hero? Let's see. Let's pop open the new game screen and take a look at the heroes and see. I can tell you that more often than not, I will pick Unity or Tachyon as like an extra hero. Yeah, I'd say it'd probably be one of those two, Unity or Tachyon. I really dig milling Tachyon's deck to try and build up for her nuke. That is the thing I'm really excited about. And then, obviously, Unity, either one of the Unities, frankly, either, Bot Hack Unity or Golem Spawn Unity, both are really a lot of fun to play. I love her, like, her whole bot mechanic. It's really, I don't know what it is. I mean, I definitely play a lot of the other.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you sound much better now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty much an equal opportunity player. I will say that my least favorite hero, in terms of who I play least often, is probably Night Mist, because I'm still trying to figure her out. She's probably the only hero who, if she comes up in random, that I'll switch her out. Most of the others I pretty much just roll with. So. And yes, I'm sure there's going to be people popping up in the chat like, oh my god, Night Mist is the most amazing. I can't believe you would do that. But it's just it's a personal failing. I am not trying to say Night Mist is a bad hero. I'm saying that I don't yet know how to use her effectively, and so I don't like... That would seem to be an argument for using her more often so I could learn how to use her more effectively. But, unless I'm specifically testing something, a lot of times what I like to do is, play a game for fun. Playing a game for fun? What are you talking about? Yes, that is the thing I like to do.
Ridiculous.
Yes, Lou Dolphin says, I am equal opportunity. I do not discriminate based on race, gender, or sexual orientation. That is absolutely correct. At least I try not to. As a white dude, I do try to check my privilege, because I know that does happen still. Actually, it's funny that you bring that up, because specifically earlier in the chat, before we were online, I actually changed "Hey you guys" to "Hey you folks," because I really do try to be as gender neutral as I possibly can, because I know that it's one of those things that's just sort of systemically built in, that like I'm gonna default to "Hey guys," "Hey dudes," "What's up, man?" Like, but I try to be inclusive.
Yeah, that's not very welcoming.
Yep.
For all.
Exactly. Yeah, Fnatic is definitely a bonus. I like Fnatic a lot because, again, any character that can build up to like a super nuke, I tend to be a big fan of. So like Fnatic is a good one where it's like you try to manage her HP so that you can build up to her nuke. Tachyon again is another good one. Haka, I really, really dig getting a Haka battle down at the exact right moment. So yes, another asking, with Season 1, John, who might your favorite hero be?
That's not my favorite question. I think you should ask better questions. not to be a dick. It's a bit of a dickish answer, but there are better questions.
There are better questions.
I will ping pong that back to what's your favorite question that's not that question, because we get that question all the time.
What other questions are there? Any Joe vs. the Volcano fans out there? That is one of my all-time favorite movies. And that is one of the things that he asks. What other questions are there?
Who is your second favorite hero? Damn it.
All right, so I actually haven't bounced this off John yet. I'm pretty much open to letting the chat decide what we play tonight. We've previewed everything there is to preview at this point, and we're basically into, post season 1, just fun times on the stream right now, because it's too early to start showing off anything from like phone version or season pass preview pack. You know, we literally just released mini pack 3 last week, so the sky's the limit. We could pretty much play anything, unless you had something specific you wanted to play.
I'm just typing things in the chat about the supposed gender neutrality of Guise. And basically, Cliff Notes, if you think it's gender neutral, it's because you're a guy.
Yeah, actually, I was in a conversation a few weeks ago where somebody said, like, there's the term out there, man your battle stations, and someone was like, hey, is there a gender neutral version of man your battle stations? And they were like, well, in that case, man is actually gender neutral. And I was like, man is gender neutral, says the man. Because man your battle stations is not gender neutral. Just like human is not technically gender neutral. You know, people is probably close to gender neutral. Persons is fairly gender neutral, but yeah, anything that uses the actual 3-letter combination MAN is probably not as gender neutral as you think it is.
Yeah.
And actually, interestingly, if you want a really super deep dive on this, you should listen to Peter C. Hayward and Honor Easley's podcast, Being Honest with My Ex. He did a really their episode this week was all about gender pronouns and trans politics and stuff like that, you know, as told from the point of view of somebody who considers themselves to be sort of, you know, cisgendered, you know, not really understanding the whole trans world. And I really appreciated it because it's something that I am very active about. You know, I'm really interested in understanding and being as inclusive as I can. And it was a really great conversation. So I highly recommend that. Go to beinghonestwithmyex.com if you wanted to check that out.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt because it's starting to get a little warm in here. All right, so Sonic Blade says, Advanced Progeny only support heroes in Rook City. We haven't played Advanced Progeny yet, I don't think.
Go for it. I think we could take some suggestions from the chat, too.
Yeah, of that suggestion, we will take Advanced Progeny. Advanced Progeny will be the villain that we play tonight. Let's pop that open and see what that's all about. Advanced. Scion cards are indestructible. I've definitely played this in testing games. I don't know that I've beat it yet. And then on the flip side, Advanced, at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. So yeah, Advanced Progeny, no joke. So we'll definitely play some Advanced... some Advanced Progeny tonight. And then the question is what are we going to play...
I feel like we did play this once, but are we sure we haven't?
Let me pop open. Oh, my goodness. I have not been doing my intro. Let's do that. Let me pull that up. So, Sentinels Live. Welcome to Sentinels Live. Thanks for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse. The goal of these streams is always to have fun while showing you how to play the game and possibly covering some strategies that can help you win. As we are the developers, you can be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe even see some stuff before anyone else. The game includes a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we may play more than one full game in an episode. And episodes are anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours. Like last week, John, didn't you guys played like the quickest possible Sentinels of the Multiverse game that has ever happened, I believe.
Yep, I think it's actually the quickest possible because I think we had 3 heroes.
Yeah, it was 3 heroes, and the game began. Wager Master played Wagelings, and then the game was over.
Yep, you don't have to press anything.
Yep.
The game is over.
Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iPad, Android tablets, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and you can get more info about the game. And of course, Cardboard. I always forget to mention Cardboard, but you can always get more information about the game at sentinelsdigital.com. So let's take a look at our running totals here.
Including Cardboard.
Yes.
And yeah, I ran the numbers on that start, and it's actually, let me check my numbers here, a 1 in 30 chance with 3 heroes that will happen.
Interesting.
So it's reasonably likely.
So it looks like, in terms of advanced, we have not played, and now there is the possibility that I might not have recorded one, but it looks like we have not played Advanced Progeny or Advanced Kaargra Warfang, or even Advanced Kismet on the stream.
We absolutely played Advanced Kismet. That happened recently.
It did?
I don't know if you were there, but we might have played that last week. I can't remember.
Aha.
So,
right.
that definitely happened.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Guise and Argent Adept Shenanigans is a request.
Sure. We have been working hard on fixing various issues with Guise. So, do you want to play Guise or me?
Yeah, you can handle Guise and Argent Adept if you want.
Sure. And I'll be Santa Guise because everyone loves presents.
Ooh, I like it. All right, so then the very first request for an environment this evening, I believe, if I missed it, was Ruins of Atlantis, which I'm fine with. Advanced Progeny, Ruins of Atlantis with Santa Guise, Argent Adept. So let's see. Starting from Lou Dolphin's comment, I had fun in this weekly one-shot with Guise. The first two heroes that get 2 mentions are who I will play as long as they're not Night Mist.
Chrono-Ranger is a good idea. I don't think I've played him with Santa Guise.
Interesting. Yeah, it looks like there is at least one request for Chrono-Ranger. Scholar. Fanatic, Expatriate, Mr. Fixer. All right, there's the second for Chrono-Ranger, so I will do... Nope, not X. Chrono-Ranger.
There's 2 Mr. Fixer.
2 Mr. Fixers? All right, wonderful. 2 Mr. Fixers. And then...
And we'll see if all these bug fixes worked.
Yeah, so we are once again playing on a pre-release build tonight. Shockingly, I know there have been some bugs discovered since we launched Mini Pack 3. We did the best we could, and as you guys know, we actually even delayed Mini Pack 3 for a while because there were still so many bugs. You know, Guise just messes with stuff. And so there's even more. And we've added a few, as John was mentioning, him and Jean-Marc have actually been hard at work ever since last Wednesday working on some of the bug fixes that from the reports that have been coming in. And so hopefully we'll see that this build has fixed some of those things.
Progeny says nothing.
Ho, ho, ho! I've got presents for everyone. And some of the presents are punches. All right, so as we mentioned, I'm going to pop this open before I go through the start of game here. Scion cards on this side are indestructible, and on the flip side, at the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Guise starts with gimmicky character, let me see that, look what I found in selling out. Chrono-Ranger starts with just doing my job, sudden contract, temporal grenade, and terrible tech strike. Argent Adept has a counterpoint bulwark, Drake's pipes, polyphoric flare, and was it Scherzo? Is that what they... I feel like somebody corrected our pronunciation at one point.
Oh,
I think it's Scherzo. Scherzo of Frost and Flame. And Mr. Fixer has a grease gun, hoist chain, overdrive, and tire iron.
Scherzo, said my Mac.
Wonderful.
I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone. I'll pump it up.
I heard it, yes.
Scherzo.
Yes, I did hear it. All right, so the Scion of Blight comes out. When this card enters play, Progeny deals each hero target 1 toxic damage. Then, if there are 3 or more Scion cards in play, destroy 1 Scion card, which of course will not happen now. And the first time Progeny is dealt damage each turn, 1 player must discard 1 card. Yikes.
There are no bugs that we are aware of with the Santa Guise unlock, FYI. Oh, great. Obvious futility. Obviously, this is a futile game. I don't know if I've played Advanced Progeny more than once. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I think I played it twice during testing, and then that was that.
You can destroy Scions on the other side.
Yes.
But we also have one of the characters who can actually destroy cards at will. So
Obvious futility. Damage dealt by Progeny is irreducible. Reduce damage dealt to Progeny by 1.
yeah. I think I will just hit Progeny. Well, no, if I hit him, we have to discard a card. Well, that's not that bad. It's not the one where he heals 2 every time you hit him, and it's just the worst. I would like to destroy... We have a Temporal Grenade, so we can destroy...
Obvious futility.
that ongoing, potentially. That might be a good idea. And I can destroy Polyflora. I can discard a card as the Argent Adept. Polyfloric Flare is not useful at the moment. Maybe later.
I can tell you that somebody did contact us saying, I think I figured out the Santa Guy's unlock, and they were close.
Yeah,
Not
people
right.
are getting close, but no one has gotten it exactly.
All right, so I believe we were talking Temporal Grenade. Obviously futile to hit anything.
Well, I could give us some damage reduction. Do a little bit of damage. I think damage reduction is going to be more useful.
You know, whenever we are doing our sort of build-ups to a new expansion, we play a lot of the new stuff. And then when we go back and play like an old environment, like Ruins of Atlantis, I remember how much I like the old music. Like, all of the music is so good in this game. God, see, Jean-Marc isn't here, so that's why I can fawn all over him and be like, oh my god, Jean-Marc is so amazing. But it's like I literally listen, like, I'd say at least half the time that I'm working, I'm just listening to music from our game. And it's perfect music, it's perfect work music, it's great gameplay music, it's great all around. All right. I could strike twice, but it's only the first time that anyone has to discard anything. Knight of the Frozen Lance asks, are you going to try and have alternate luminary art where it's you instead of the regular art? We'll see about that.
I would like Hoist Chain in this situation. It's pretty solid. Because he's always damaging all of us, and often more than once on his turn.
I'm fine with that. Measure once, strike twice. I like it. All right. Yeah, I'm fine to discard. I think I'll get rid of probably Grease Gun, honestly.
Well, like, why are you going to use the Tire Iron?
Yeah, I'm not going to use the Tire Iron. That's fine.
Grease Gun is, like, super useful. Don't discard that. That is, like, going to be incredibly valuable in this game. Unless you like to die. Hey, excellent. Hoist Chained. Like, Progeny is one of these villains that
I forgot
doesn't
that
have
Leaking Room was out.
One of the villains that doesn't have other targets. So if you can, like, prevent him from dealing damage, that's the best way to make it. So Hoist Chain against him is excellent.
Gotcha. Yeah, and so Leaking Room, we can't play cards, which means we're all powers, but I guess it's Giftmas time.
Yep.
I love the card falling effect.
With the jingle bells.
Yeah, totally. What should I do? I guess I'll deal 1 damage, 1 projectile damage.
Who would like to discard a card? I don't need another counterpoint bulwark, so I can just discard that.
All right.
I'm just going to draw an extra card. Excellent.
All right. I think Chrono-Ranger can discard. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, I could get rid of... I don't know that Hunter and Hunted is doing much for me right now.
Sure. And you have like 2 more copies to find.
Cruz asks, is there a way we can purchase the short sound effect we use for unlocking variants as a ringtone for text messages? I'm pretty sure that's in the ringtone pack, actually.
So you can purchase the ringtone pack. And success.
Yeah, let me actually pop open. Let me just check that to be sure, so that I can making sure I'm giving you the right information. Sentinels stand Victoria. Yeah, Victoria. Yeah, variant unlocked. That is one of the text tones in the ringtone pack. If you go to handelabra.com and then go to the store, that is one of the ringtones in the ringtone pack.
Chrono-Ranger dealing all the damage, but -1.
The inevitable. Reveal cards from the top
We
of the
still
building.
can't play cards. That hoist chain is doing excellent work.
Let me bring those up. So the Hour of Reckoning, that's an ongoing. Hero cards cannot be played. At the start of the villain turn, destroy 1 ongoing card belonging to each player, then destroy 1 Scion card and this card. But of course, Scion cards are indestructible.
Yeah, and we have barely any cards in play, so...
Better be careful, I'm going to put some eyes out.
Mr. Fixer gets a present first, then others. People are talking about just doing my job. I enjoy that card a lot.
Each player may discard 1 card, draw X cards, where X is the number of cards discarded. This way, Chrono-Ranger may deal 1 target, 1 projectile damage. Yeah, that's a really good way to sort of fill back up again if you...
Yeah, especially with Jim's hat. I find usually the other players have something they can discard for that. It's usually worth it. You're just going to plink away at Progeny for 1 damage every round.
Yeah.
Only 84 to go. Guys can probably discard unless someone has something. I guess you have Bloody Knuckles you probably aren't going to play.
Yeah, I can get rid of Bloody Knuckles.
All else being equal, I like guys to have lots of cards, so...
Yeah, I'm still working out how I want to play guys, because... And Santa guys is a whole nother question, but, like, you know, with things like, what is it, like Ultra Mega Kawaii or whatever, where it's like... He has a couple of things where you can, if you have a lot of cards, you can do a lot of interesting things over the course of a round.
Exactly.
So I'm starting to learn how to do that more effectively. Night of the Frozen Lands asks, would it be weird to ask you to roleplay as the characters you play? Because it'd be something silly to do. Sure. I mean,
I would recommend you start your own stream to do that.
Yeah, that would be a thing to do.
Pretty cool.
If you come to Gen Con, I roleplay as somebody on Saturday. Last year it was Power Armor Suit Baron Blade. This year, it's yet to be seen. But it will most likely be somebody Baron Blade flavored.
The taste of Baron Blade. Okay. I think guys can discard. I don't think I'm going to use Let Me See That for a while. Because we're getting all of our stuff destroyed, probably. we don't really have much out anyways. Oh,
Ugh.
seaweed. Do we have a card to get rid of it? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't.
Who wants to discard their hand?
Well, I mean, either, you know, what's the story on Santa Guise? You can give the gifts.
I can give the gifts. I can give gifts. I can have someone open gifts. I mean, guys could total beefcake to redirect that toxic damage over to Progeny, which isn't bad. But like the seaweed is just like, it's pretty brutal every power use. And we don't have a way to get rid of it right now, except for someone discarding.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is, like, you know, one of us could discard our hand and then get a bunch of gifts and hope that we get enough to keep us going.
Right. How about Mr. Fixer?
Sure.
This is no different than a regular Progeny game so far. We've not been able to play any cards, so we've been unlucky. There's been very little that would have destroyed a Scion. Well, now we've got the 3 Scions out, so. And he's playing 2 extra cards a turn. What could go wrong? That hoist chain, though.
Yeah, that's definitely that was the right call.
We'd probably be gone by now if it wasn't for that. Or Argent Adept would definitely be incapacitated, I think. Oh man. Another ongoing. Time of Tribulations. Oh, increased damage dealt by 2.
The Inevitable. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until an ongoing is revealed. Put it into play. Progeny deals each target 1 energy damage. +2. -1. Ah! Another Inevitable.
Brutal, irreducible damage.
Whew.
Well, that's exciting. So I think I'm going to play Total Beefcake. Yeah, he's going to destroy equipment cards. Yeah, Total Beefcake, and we want to let Mr. Fixer open his presents. Sure. Usually I would give him more presents, but...
Hooray!
Present number 3, a pipe wrench. Present number 2, an alternating tiger claw.
And dual crowbars.
Unfortunately, you can't keep them all.
Oh well.
You did finish with a nice one.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that we accidentally picked the 3rd one first, because with that alternating, or not alternating, with that dual crowbars, I can hit the Kraken first, and then that'll boost my damage to hit Progeny for a little bit extra.
All right, Chrono-Ranger.
Yeah.
He's got damage reduction, so by any means would be nice.
Do we have ongoing destruction anywhere?
Nope.
I can discard my, so I have a hoist chain and a pipe wrench in hand.
Probably don't need the pipe wrench.
Right, that's what I was going to say, but then do we want to switch out the for the hoist chain?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
The crowbars will do more damage, but will also die faster. Although with obvious futility, the hoist jam won't do anything. So, and we don't have any way to get rid of that right now. So may as well do what you can. We'll see if he gets below both of our birth years in hit points.
Cypher Enigma says, every time I play Pipe Wrench, I hear the janitor from Script saying, "Knife wrench!" You know, for kids.
Oh, I really want other people to play cards on my turn and use powers on my turn, but that's not a thing I can do. It's annoying. I guess I could hit him for a little damage. Or we could do the peek at our deck thing. I guess that's if I survive till next round, which I won't actually, because the Kraken's going to kill the Argent Adept. So it might be just better to use Vernal Sonata so we get a hit point. And forestall the inevitable for a brief moment.
Excellent use of the word forestall. I see people are continuing the Scrubs quote fest a little bit in the chat. For the man who has nothing to hide, but still wants to. It's guy love. It's all it is. So, interestingly enough, just to continue the Scrubs conversation just briefly, again, not to be like Mr. I'm promoting my friend's podcast, but on being honest with my ex, a few weeks ago, Peter described his relationship with Christopher from Greater Than Games as like JD and Turk from Scrubs, which I also have a relationship like that in my life. My buddy Jim and I, we're totally the guy love guys.
But who's JD and who's Turk?
Well, and that was literally exactly the thing that went in my mind.
Neither of them are exactly like either of them.
Yeah, when Peter was like, me and him are like JD and Turk, I was like, but who's who? Like, which one of them is like the cool guy and which one is like the total dork? And I was like, they're both kind of the cool guy and the total dork. In my case, most cases, I'm Turk and Jim is JD, but there are a couple places where it switches. All right. What do I want to put on the top of my deck?
Well, you had to discard your salvage yard. So what you want to do is take salvage yard, put that on top of your deck, and get that, so you can just play the overdrive with that.
Yeah, I don't remember what happened yesterday, but I was thinking about like, there's someone just mentioned Dr. Cox. Like, there's a line where she's like, honestly, it was his last name. She's like, you don't like Cox? She's like, no, I love Cox. And then the Todd comes up and goes, best conversation ever. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I'm going to skip because I want to dual crowbars.
Bonk the Kraken.
Yeah,
actually, you can hit target guys.
Ah. I like it.
It's just going to go to the Kraken anyway. So, but that was fun.
Best stream ever.
Someone has to discard a card. Well, I guess it can be the Argent Adept because he doesn't have anything he wants. And he's probably going to die. Especially if another Kraken happens. Nope. Just something to help kill the Argent Adept.
And oh yeah, Hugh Jackman. Oh, Dr. Cox. And everything. Oh man, now you guys are gonna make me pull up my Scrubs DVDs and rewatch that whole series again.
First, choose to discard a card.
I got 2 doing my jobs, so I can get rid of one of those. Oh, are they on Netflix? Well, I'll answer you guys exactly why you don't want to watch them on Netflix versus on DVD. In case you didn't know, some of the music cues are different from the original airing versus Netflix versus the DVDs because of licensing issues. Because when they first licensed some of that music, it was not, the idea of the internet and DVD and whatever was like not a thing. And so some of the music choices are actually different depending on where you watch it. And there are specific music cues that are so ingrained in my head that I have to hear them the way they were originally done or the way that I've seen them on DVD 50 times.
Well, like WKRP is a prime example of that.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
They like aired with amazing music and by Argent Adept. At least everyone else is over 10. They aired with amazing music, and then now if you watch it like on DVD, or like the DVDs just have like terrible placeholder music because they couldn't get all the licenses for all the amazing tracks that they used. Yeah, Cytosine's talking about it. All right, well, kill the Kraken instead. We're saying there's a chance he's destroying his scions. Yeah, the ones that make him play more cards. Let's get rid of those guys. And we're still irreducible. Oh, no, now we're going to be less than 10 probably because the Kraken's going to hit us. Oh, brutal.
So the opening is actually only longer for like 2 episodes in season 2. This is to answer Doman Ryler. It's usually the short version, but specifically there's a song. I want to say it's the end of season 2, whatever it is. Maybe it's the end of season 1. It's the bit where JD and Elliot spend like a whole day in bed, and they do different music for that, and it's just not. It doesn't feel right with the different music. So,
every time we hit him, he regains 2 hit points. That's annoying. But I'm going to hit him anyways because I get a +1.
Yeah,
a few +1s. It's worth it. Oh, and he's going to heal +1 too. That's annoying. Let's say Chrono-Ranger discards a card because he has the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have enough cards to discard for that.
Sentinels Live, where we talk about random sitcoms and occasionally play Sentinels of the Multiverse.
All right. I'm going to play Chrono-Ranger's Presence.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Bounty board.
Does nothing, but hey, damage. Ooh.
Oh, that would have been nice. First. Yeah.
There, you can get rid of that ongoing card. One of them. Maybe the one where he does irreducible damage. That hurts.
Yeah, so... should I...
I would displace Armory into a hat and then play Find the Prize and then,
The hat's not in the trash by any chance, is it? No, okay, good. All right, so we'll...
It could have been. I've been discarding people's
cards.
That's
why I checked. I checked before I did it. All right, so we got Jim's hat, and we'll hit Progeny, and we might as well hit the Kraken as long as we're at it. Oh, right. Discarding.
Guys can probably discard a card, yeah. I don't have enough cards to use selling out, so...
And then... Yeah, I was going to say, so Eye on the Prize.
He's getting into the 60s, hopefully.
What do I have any? I don't have any bounties in my trash, so I'll just Terrible Tech Strike.
Yeah. That Phosphorescent Chamber's helping us out here. Knight of the Frozen Lands asks, is there a reason for the infection achievement? Yes, because it's a fun achievement. Question answered.
You don't still have anything out that can redirect, right?
No.
What are we looking for? Time of Tribulations or Futility?
I think Futility, because Time of Tribulations is going to destroy itself. So. And also a Scion. So.
Is that Brittany coughing in the background?
Yeah.
Hey, Brittany.
Right. Choose an ability. Ooh, guys could open presents or give presents. Yeah, I think. Would you want to get rid of Hunter and Hunted? I could have you use that power.
Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea, given our
You'll probably
current state
get
of hit
taken
points.
out if you keep it. So, what do you think? Or do you want to just have the chance to do more damage?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Looking at our current state, it's probably smart to get rid of it for the time being and try and bide our time.
Then I bestow upon you a power usage.
So Mario Fanatic has a longish comment talking about the point of copyright. I actually wrote a post about this on my blog, my personal blog. I think it's still up, jeremyhandle.com, if you want to take a look at it. Talking about the idea of splitting copyright in two. The idea that there's like sort of primary copyright and then secondary copyright. The idea to make it much easier for things to, because the whole point of copyright law, actually, a lot of people don't realize, was to sort of allow people to get things into the public domain after a specific amount of time. And the fact that we've sort of expanded copyright to be like 1,000 years in the life of the author plus 1,000,000 years or all this other bull
Yeah,
crap.
I think mainly once copyright became a tool of companies as opposed to individuals, that things started getting crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you could hit the... If you kill the Kraken, that might be good too, but it's fine, I think. Hit him. Who wants to discard a card? Mr. Fixer has 1,000,000 cards.
Yeah, the only question is I'm not sure what I want to discard.
Tire iron.
Yeah.
Pipe wrench. Evil Dice Monkey asks, are you going to add any new achievements beyond the get variant character ones? Nothing currently planned. There are enough variants that use up all of the room for achievements. They've added many, many variants. So
Yeah.
we have a limit of 100.
And then Knight of the Frozen Lands asks, I'm curious, and you probably are not allowed to answer this, but it's always worth asking, but how much of the art from GTG is already sent over? At this point, all the art that we have from Greater Than Games is in the game. We will be moving...
all the extra art. We have card art for other stuff.
Right. Yes, like card
Printed
art
stuff.
from the original card game exists, and we have all of that. But in terms of new artwork for characters, we're just getting ready to move into the next phase for things like Season Pass Preview Pack and Vengeance, but they have not begun work on that yet. Because frankly, we have quite a bit of work to do before that's even going to be worth considering.
I don't think we can survive having Phosphorescent Chamber out, so especially because he's healing extra from it.
If copyright were to return to 14 years, I think that's what it originally was, I'd still be against it, but I'd be such a minor issue that I'd see no point in ever raising an argument against it. I think that's right. It was either an initial 7-year term plus an additional 7-year extension, or it was a 14-year term plus an additional 14-year extension. I don't remember which, but it was one of those two, was the original sort of codified in the Constitution.
Yeah, like the idea. idea is that you can make a reasonable profit from your original work, but it never was meant to be in perpetuity.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we as a society benefit greatly from a strong public domain for us to pull from and, you know, create new works from. And the idea that, you know, specifically the Disney bill, which, you know, which it always ends up being, where it's like Disney realizes that Steamboat Willie's about to go out of copyright.
Well,
so
they probably have
Congress.
like a reminder in their calendar.
Yeah,
Just
totally.
pops up on their iPhone. Hey, you know, send $1 million to your congressman. All right, who wants to die this turn? That's what this question is.
Yeah.
Whoever it gets hit by the Kraken, and Progeny is going to destroy. Maybe Mr. Fixer, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Chrono-Ranger's got cool stuff to do. Yes, and so Mr. Fixer can discard a card because he's going down. You get to destroy one. I vote Sign of Frost. Him healing up is bad. Oh, Sign of Flame. Well, we're still alive, except for Mr. Fixer. Bye, Mr. Fixer. Hero cards cannot be played, but presents can still be opened. So that is going to happen. What? Chrono-Ranger doesn't have any. But
Yeah, he doesn't have any.
I could pick Chrono-Ranger, but that would be silly. Super Ultra Kawaii! I don't have enough cards. That won't do anything. I get a hit point.
Woohoo!
I can't play another card. And I get the best card ever, which I could use part of it to punch Progeny because I can. And Chrono-Ranger's going down next. Do you want to discard a card?
Sure.
You can't play them, so...
Woo!
Guys got to 10. I said woo, but I couldn't play a card. Well, what's our next game going to be? Let's see.
What kind of damage are you dealing?
I wish I could, like... I guess I can't play cards with Super Ultra Kawaii. Melee, typically, with Guise. I could use a power and put a face-down card. That's probably either that or regain a hit point. Put some more presents out. Ooh, you could destroy that ongoing card, though we kind of want to have it because, yeah, it's actually better to leave that because it will destroy a Scion. Maybe let Guise draw a card. I don't think he will probably survive, though, because the Kraken's going to take out... Oh, good. Play the top card of the villain deck at the start of every turn. What could possibly go wrong? This is insult to injury.
Yeah, people are already requesting our next game. They want to see Kaargra. Kaargra in the Enclave.
Let's destroy Sign of Flame and maybe get another turn. Nope. Oh, he's no more. Oh. We get another turn.
Ah!
Someone's getting coal. Oh, but then then the Pillars of Hercules have been our
Hercules.
undoing.
Jingle bells, I smell.
And that is it.
Jingle bells, I smell. And then we get to hear the awesome Progeny music.
Progeny. Oh, he's like kind of standing there, like chilling with Hercules or Neptune or whoever that guy is. That ripped statue.
Yeah, I'm fine with Kaargra, honestly. I love playing against Kaargra.
I'm okay with that. So Kaargra Warfang and then random, or what?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Advanced. At the end of the villain turn, 2 tokens are added to the Bloodsworn favor pool.
Sure.
And on our flip side, at the end of the villain turn, the top 2 cards. Oh, right. Auto.
So my 2 random heroes were Young Legacy and Santa Guise, so I'll stick with that.
All right. So what do? I put two heroes in and then hit random. No.
Yeah. Well, do that, and then just put your 2 heroes in, and then just change it back to Kaargra after.
All right. Yeah, we got Time Cataclysm was our random. Oh, it looks like block. All right. So Absolute Zero and Scholar of the Infinite. And Kaargra Warfang advanced. All right, so interesting. Advanced Kaargra Warfang, Young Legacy, Scholar of the Infinite, Santa Guise, and Absolute Zero. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and change that to Freedom 6 Absolute Zero because the rest of them are all variants, and I feel like I don't want him to feel left out.
Cool.
At the block. And there's that. Prison door slamming. Come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. We fight for what's right. Gotta make Dad proud. All right, Young Legacy starts with 2 Inspiring Presences. Inspiring's Presence.
She's ready to deal all the damage.
Motivational Charge and Next Evolution. Scholar of the Infinite. Don't dismiss anything. John, do not dismiss anything. Keep moving. No one to turn loose and Truth Seeker. Santa Guise, let me see that. Look what I found. Retcon, where did I leave that? And Freedom 6 Absolute Zero. Coolant Blast, Modular Realignment, Null Point, and Onboard Module Installation. Out comes Provocateur Tarnus.
He's so provocative.
And the Chaos Lord.
That's good for guys.
Ashkra Rolos.
For Velos.
Revelos. And Derpkarn the Fearless.
I love that Derpkarn the Fearless is shown in another piece of art being afraid. And get back in there.
Alright, I'm going to pop open the Coliseum to read off that title real quick. Cast Lord. When a player plays 3 cards in one turn, put this card under that player's hero character card, covering everything above this line. First time this target is dealt damage each turn, play the bottom card of their deck. Very interesting title.
Yes. And one that guys can... Actually, with presence, like, any of us can get it.
Ah.
Actually, no, it doesn't count. I can't remember if it counts put into play or not. But guys, you can typically get it himself. So I can do Inspiring Presence now, or would you rather wait to have a mortal form out before I do that?
I mean, Inspiring Presence increases damage dealt.
Yeah.
And so I think you know what my answer to that is.
All right. And it doesn't really matter who I pick because it's going to go over to Provocate Returnus because he's got that red dot and you just want to hit it. And we got favor because I hit him for 4.
Do we want to just go play Total Chaotic this game and just don't dismiss anything right off the bat?
Unless you want, yeah, I mean, you could keep moving first potentially.
Yeah, actually,
You want to
let's
have
do
something
that.
you
Let's
want.
keep moving. Yeah, Mortal Form to Energy first, and then we'll don't dismiss anything.
Yeah, and I'll just use Motivational Charge every turn for like bonus damage. So, go and choose for me.
I mean, unless you can think of a really good reason, like a specific order that you're interested in.
We can go with whatever. I think I would probably put Guise last in case someone else plays something that he wants to copy or whatever.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
That'll do.
Cool.
Yeah,
And it gets immediately
it'll
destroyed.
last for all of one phase of a turn. Or I guess 2 phases of a turn.
Well, hey, you know when to turn loose. This counts for this.
Yep. Take that favor.
Jeremy, have you ever played a team of heroes that are good at dealing a ton of damage, like the one we have right now?
I have. Yeah, I've tried putting together a couple different teams that are like super damage dealing teams. I mean, obviously, especially against a target rich environment, I like to use Tempest a lot. All different versions of Legacy are good, not necessarily because they deal a lot of damage themselves, although all Legacies do have a couple of sort of one shots that can do a lot of damage. But you know, I love the damage boost that comes from all the Legacies. Ching ching ching.
Yeah, I definitely want to get a copy of Oh Yeah, I'm That Guy in High Five Legacy right now.
Alright, let me load that Thermal Shockwave again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Thermal Shockwave.
Bam.
Boom. Should I just get? Oh, right. Dirk Arm is immune. So should I take Ashclaw down or should I overkill Provocateur Tarnus? I feel like I should hit Ashclaw, right?
I would hit Ashclaw,
Yeah.
but I would have reordered my damages before.
Yeah, I forgot that it was gonna be only one of them was gonna get redirected, and so I definitely would have redone that differently. My favorite damage types are Radiant and Infernal.
Ooh.
Like, whenever I'm given the option, unless there's, like, a specific boost or debuff, I will pick one of those two. Almost always.
All right, we've got Death Collar came out. Absolute Zero cannot deal damage. I guess it must have been Guise before, but he didn't try to deal damage. No damage for you, Absolute Zero.
Wah, wah.
Can pretty much have take a no turn.
What's that other title that came out? Oh, Death Caller. Right. After a
Yeah.
target destroys the target without dealing damage.
Give us
See
a
ya,
new
Tarnus.
title. Reckless. Absolute Zero would have gotten that one last time. Have a hit point. Do some damage. For not doing area damage, you could take out the time-crazed prisoner for a favor point, potentially.
Yeah.
He's not really doing anything, but it's a favor point.
Yep, I like it.
Too. And also a potential title for us to get. Yes. So there's nothing with damage reduction yet.
Sure.
Get a title. You are so reckless.
Oh, what did I get? I got Reckless?
Yeah.
First time target is dealt damage each turn I regain. Oh, that's good. I like it.
Which, like, you're going to be dealing damage to yourself, regain HP, dealing
And then
damage
dealing
from
more
that.
damage. Yep.
It's a good one for Scholar of the Infinite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll just play Look What I Found and hit Ashclaw. So I don't really have a lot of other stuff to do. He's not going to be down, which is annoying, but... I guess I could play Blatant Reference and take him out if I just get... Oh, he gets that still wouldn't work either. Alright, Look What I Found it is. Maybe the environment will take him out. I think it's time to collect more presents under the tree still.
Knight of the Frozen Land says, I demand your best impression of Drake's pipes. All right. Which one is Drake's pipes? Is that like...
So you can do yours.
I think we did ours over each other. So
Okay,
I didn't
good.
hear it very well. There you go. I hope that was good enough for you, Knight of the Frozen Lands. What do I have in my trash? Just that. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You can't deal damage, by the way.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to get out my null point calibration unit. And...
You can't do anything.
Wah,
So,
wah.
so. Hey, yes, the block guard will take out Ashclaw for us. Goodbye, Ashclaw. And there's a target with damage reduction. And here comes
Up and out
all
comes
those
Kaargra.
guys. All right, now this is going to be messy.
Kaargra, Kaargra, Kaargra.
Oh, and we got a bad Fickle Fans.
Ah!
And she gets 2 titles every turn now.
Oh man, what did she get? She got Indiscriminate. What was the first one? Oh, and Unbreakable. Urgh. Yeah.
All right. Oh, so he's got the Mindbreaker now? What? Oh no, it's because you healed, right? You did this thing. It's going to end up hitting Turnus,
Yeah.
so.
Hey, hot dog guy, I need a hot dog. Hot dog, I need a hot dog. Hey, man, over here, hot dog.
Okay, so I did 0. Oh man.
Man, whose idea was to do advanced? Ugh.
Oh, and you can't deal damage. All right. I could do a heroic interception and stop them from doing stuff. Might be wise. At this point, when they're at 16 favor, if they get to deal damage on their turn, they win.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's just they will win.
Yep. I mean, I think we have to sort of hope for a second Fickle Fans to come out.
Yeah, so heroic interception, punch myself for 5.
How come you didn't get any favor for that? That was over 4. Come on.
And man, I want to hit, but I want to hit Kaargra, but I can't because of Provocateur Tarnus. So I'll just hit him. That's rough. Oh, and Flying Smash could be good.
Yeah.
You can't deal damage, so I don't know if you want Mortal Form. And you're immune to damage, so you might want to just skip your turn.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
You can get back, you can keep moving into that, so.
Oh, and I gotta get out of the way, so that's not bad.
Cool.
Yeah, I can keep moving in to get out of the way, assuming we can work some magic here.
Alright, I can get Death Caller, so I'm going to do that. Get another title coming out. If we can get that, we can get all the titles on the field, then she won't be able to put them on herself.
Right.
And then I'm going to play, I can do that too. And put presents out. And then who should open their presents? I think Guise is going to open presents. Greedy reboot. Everyone I know is dead.
I got the same one. Is that a thing, or is it randomized by the individual player?
It's individual player. I just said it because I know what he says.
Oh, okay. Well, because I got that one, so.
Yeah. I got a bunch of things that won't really work, but oh well. I'm never going to take damage, and I'm never going to redirect damage because I'm immune to damage. Oh well. You can't complain about your presence, that's just greedy.
I'm trying to decide if I want a cryo chamber right now.
Good modular realignment.
That's true.
It's still a good one shot. Oh, but you're immune to damage.
Yeah, no, back that up.
That was not useful.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cryo chamber.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then just use your base power. Or
Well, I was gonna
shockwave.
thermal shockwave. Like
Yeah,
that's-
actually, yeah, thermal shockwave is
Yeah,
well,
so-
it's less to any particular one target, but you get a +1. So
All right, so we'll hit Provocateur Tarnus, and then who?
I mean, you have to not hit Provocateur Tarnus if you want to hit someone else. He redirects the first that would be dealt to someone else.
Oh, right. So that's only if you really want to hit him for sure in a turn. So, all right. So let's back up to use the
I think
power.
that's fine though, because we need to get him gone so we can hit Kaargra.
Right.
So then-
Okay. So then who's the second one to hit? Like, who don't we want to hit, and then who do we want to hit?
I would say we don't. I would hit aim at anyone except Kaargra, and then aim at Kaargra.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna win. We need a Fickle Fans to have any chance. So.
Filter.
And this is going to go to Tarnus no matter what.
Living weapon. Bloodsworn Judgment.
Actually, I'm going to destroy Inspiring Presence so I can play it again.
Extreme.
Yeah, good thing you put it that card chamber.
Yep.
You can blow it up, put it back into play on your turn. Hooray, immune to damage. No more title cards. No one's taking damage. They get a favor from Aurum. Legacy can't deal damage. Ah, jerk.
Yeah, that's especially a bummer when Flying Smash is in your hand.
Yeah. Well, I can still give people HPs. I basically did a cleansing downpour that turn.
Nice. All right, so I have a keep moving, so I can keep moving and to get out of the way.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm disconnected.
Wah, wah. And he's back.
I'm back.
All right, keep moving. Mortal form to energy.
Alright, order's gonna matter here.
Yeah, get out of the way. All right, so
You want to hit Aurum Hive-Minded as soon as possible because you'll get the Seeker. So I would target I don't know, Sidaria the Bloody or someone that we don't care about. And then if you hit Aurum Hive-Minded, you'll get the Seeker. And now the order doesn't matter, I don't think.
all right, and remind me what the Seeker is. That's anyone I hit, the next damage to them is boosted.
Yep.
Nice.
Which means you'll be able to do a big pile of damage to Kaargra. I'd probably do that 10 right to Kaargra.
I'm fine with that.
Now I got ready icon. Ready.
I discarded 0,
Glows. That's
so I
weird.
can deal. Oh, next damage dealt to me. is
Yeah,
increased.
you gotta watch out for that. But yeah, you can channel off of this and just keep whacking on Kaargra.
Yeah.
We might actually have a chance. It's a good turn.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah. How much damage do you do? 30 damage or something.
Leo9981 asks, a UI thought, could we get the title icons on the character squares for a quicker glance of titles in play? That is worth considering. I'll think about that. As will John.
Yep. I can't see my cards. There's a problem. Let me go AFK. Can you see my cards? Okay, play a card. There's a bug here that people have reported. There's an issue when you rejoin. You don't actually get control of your hero properly.
All right, so you have blatant reference 3. Let me see that, and look what I found.
Sorry, say that again?
Blatant reference 3x. Let me see that, and look what I found. Yeah, look what I found against Provocateur Tarnus is kind of a wasted play.
Blatant reference.
Oh, right. I have to double click on it. Suggest. You do not appear to be AFK.
Oh, sorry, I clicked on things.
Or, wait a minute. You do not appear to be in the game at all.
Well, I'm here enough to watch. Did it say I left the game?
Well, your icon, your avatar, is not on either of your characters.
Yeah.
What happens if I go AFK?
Do you want to just pick a card to play?
I'm trying. It's not working.
Okay.
It just says suggest.
Yeah, because I'm here and not here. This has been reported. This can happen sometimes with the new version, so we're looking into it. I can leave the game, and you might be able to continue.
All right, so should I reassign them to me, or should I wait for you to come back again?
I'll try rejoining.
All right.
I appear to have rejoined.
I still have the reassign players dialogue.
Oh yes, I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not really here. All right, I'm gonna leave, and you can take over.
Just reassign them all to me.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So we'll blatant reference. Oh, except I still can't blatant reference. All right. Let's back up. Play a card. There we go. Blatant reference. All right. And use the power.
Yep.
Am
Do you
I?
want to share your screen?
Oh yes. Let's do that.
Oh, well, yeah. It's on my phone, but I should be able to see it. Actually, if I go onto my computer, I can join the call on there also. Exciting.
Wait. Where's the share screen now on Skype?
I'm on my phone, so it might not be an option.
Ah.
I will just use my mind's eye.
All right. So am I gift missing, or am I?
I would give gifts, open gifts. I was thinking either legacy can't deal damage, right? So probably the scholar or absolute zero. But I think the scholar might be more exciting.
All right. Let's see what the scholar gets. Expect the worst.
Suggested that I might be able to rejoin now. We'll see. I'll try.
Offensive transmutation. Which is going to be wasted because it's going to hit Provocator Tarnus no matter what I do. Even though it's 5. Ah, that's a bummer.
No good.
I mean, I'm already playing with me assigned to all 4, so...
Right. So what did Scholar end up playing?
He's still in the first one. Or no, he's in the second one. Hang on. I'm in the midst of dealing damage. We're up to 18 favor. Scholar played Expect the Worst, and now he's playing... All right, wait. Now Guise is playing something for the end of his turn. Blatant reference.
Yeah, discard a card. Discard the let me see that.
One of the let me see that. Sorry.
And hit Kaargra or Tarnus. Those two. If Tarnus is still there, hit Tarnus.
Hit Kaargra, and we're up to 19 favor. So.
Cool.
What do I have in my trash? I have an equipment, so I could modular realignment. Migrant P joined the game. So are you watching?
I think I'm just watching.
All right.
I'm still on Guise's turn. You win yet?
Not quite. Getting there, though. Yeah, he has Stone Jaw. Ooh, I can still hit that. All right, so we are at... The heroes cannot win the game while Kaargra Warfang is flipped. Yes, I know. All right.
You know, but other people don't.
Yes, I know.
Hit the filter officer and destroy him and get a favor point.
Well, I'm dealing over 4 damage, so I'm gonna...
Oh, have you dealt too much? Don't kill yourself. Oh, you're good.
Yep, there it is.
We want max favor points. We win. Oh, wait, we don't.
Oh, stupid Kaargra!
It's alright, Guise is gonna come in and save the day. Almost.
She's down
Awesome.
to 4. Prison Riot. Prison Rogue, Char, Time Crazed Prisoner.
Oh, but these won't all will happen too late. Because they're going to get to go.
Yeah.
And they're going to win. Maybe. Probably. Oh, they destroyed a target. And 2 deal damage to everyone.
Do I have anything that can deal with this? I don't think I do. Ah.
Yeah, and then Orm's going to go off, and that's going to be
Yep.
it. And anything, so.
Kaargra!
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, we thought we won, but we didn't.
I feel like I probably could have finagled that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think you had enough to get her to... You'd have to get her to get down to 0 and then hit her with the big damage after.
Yeah. That was really close. That right there is exactly where a Kaargra game is fun, because it's like you're you know, the way that you play against Kaargra is so different than the way you play against any other villain, because of the whole favor situation, and it's like trying to manage that on top of the way you normally play. It's so much fun.
Well, and you change how you play because, you know, you might do things that you wouldn't normally do to get favor points. Like that first round, like I wouldn't have bothered hitting that environment target, but it's like I want to get some favor and get a new title and so on.
Yeah, but like, so here's how I think I could have finagled that. If I had gone after something other than, like, oh no, I guess I had already hit her. Like, instead of destroying that environment target, if those 4 HP could have been against her, yeah, I don't know.
You could have destroyed like Orm Hive-Minded, and then we could have got lucky potentially.
Yeah. All right. Well, there it is, folks. Advanced Progeny and Advanced Kaargra Warfang. HH2 News. But you had over 20 points, but lost. Bug report. Yes.
Have you gotten any of those since we had that feature?
No. I don't think I've gotten one of those for a while now. Most of them came, honestly, in the first week, which is when, you know, people are trying out the new decks, and they maybe haven't read all the cards yet, and they're still learning, and that's fine. But we definitely got a lot of bug reports. So the 2 bug reports that we got the most after Wrath of the Cosmos was, I had over 20 favor, but I didn't win against Kaargra. What's going on? And, oh shoot.
From fixed point?
No. It was, Kaargra came out as a target, but there were still gladiators in play. What gives? Because people hadn't read Get Back in There.
Oh, yes.
Because they're all like, it says that she comes out when there's no targets in play, but there were targets in play. What's going on?
So, like, they read the card in one situation, but not in another situation.
Right, they read her character card, but they don't read the one-shot, I guess. So.
Yeah. Evil Dice Monkey wants me to say where I will be this Saturday. I will be playing Sentinels with London's Sentinels people. And I'm going to find out on the internet where that is, because I forgot already.
We actually considered very briefly having a level on the Kickstarter where Migrant P would come play Sentinels with you wherever you are in the world. Because he was traveling the world, and we thought, well, I mean, there's probably a pretty good chance that he would find himself in one of those places. But then we quickly thought better of that, because that would be, if it was like, I'm in Tanzania, and why don't you come visit me? We were like, well, it's probably not worth it for whatever that would cost.
A completely open-ended thing.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah, so I will be at the Theodore Bullfrog in London this Saturday, starting at 11 a.m. So if you want to come and play Sentinels, you can. I definitely think we'll want to get some Villains of the Multiverse in, because I still haven't played any of those new villains yet. I did play in Temple of Zulong with the Chesterfield Sentinels, including Silverleaf and Co. So that was a good time. And of course, I played against Baron Blade in Insel Formalis many times at UK Games Expo.
Nice. you mean you didn't play Ambuscade at
Silver Gulch?
Yeah, at Silver Gulch, the other setup that they use a lot.
No, it was only court game for the demos there. They didn't have all the expansions available, so didn't really want to demo stuff that you might not be able to buy.
Right.
Yep.
Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you, as always, for joining us for Sentinels Live. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is that GMT these days?
Midnight
GMT. Feel free to join us, and we always post these to YouTube sometime shortly, hopefully shortly after we play them. Last week's only just went up today because I was out of town at the end of last week, so I apologize for that. But you can check out last week's, which, as we mentioned at the top of the stream, featured the absolute quickest loss that is possible in a game of Sentinels of the Multiverse against Wager Master with 3 heroes. So check that out if you want to see how to lose Sentinels as fast as you possibly can.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Blink and you'll miss it. And then they played it again, and it was a much more interesting game. But and yeah, Mini Pack 3 is out there, so go get it. Play Guise, help us find more bug reports. I will mention this too. As I mentioned up top, we did get a lot of the bugs squashed before we launched, but given what Guise does and what Wager Master does, there were still quite a few bugs that our diligent players out there have discovered, and we are working hard every single day to make those better. We actually had a meeting today about Mini Pack 3 bugs, and both John and Jean-Marc have been working to get those fixed. Look for a fix to those probably within the next week or so. And then it's onward and upward. We've promised you guys 2 things this summer. What are those 2 things, John?
A phone version for Android and iOS smartphones, aka iPhones. As well as Season 2 Preview Pack.
Season 2 Preview Pack. So those 2 things you can expect sometime before, what's the official end of summer? September 21st or something like that?
I'm not going to put a date on it. And you are not going to put a date on it.
I'm not going to put a date. We have said summer, and so we are working on it over the course of the summer. And so as long as there's still sun in the sky, you can expect to have those 2 things coming. Go out there and check out E3. Go check out the Worldwide Developer Conference from Apple, all the cool new stuff that's coming to iPhones and iPads and stuff this year. And we'll see you at 7 p.m. next week for another Sentinels Live. Thanks, everybody. We will see you then.
Good night.
Night.